You may have heard of it, Tangier Island. It's a small island on the Chesapeake Bay. It's accessible only by boat or plane, and as you can imagine, the weather plays a huge role.
It's ironic, over the years we've depended on the Chesapeake Bay to provide a living for the island, and we still do. But it's the Chesapeake Bay that's threatening to take the island away.
That's James Eskridge. He's the mayor of Tangier and a commercial crabber. His family has lived on the island since the Civil War.
It does drive our lives, the weather, yep.
When asked what the best part of the island is,
It's the people, and we love what we do, our way of life, crabbing, oystering. Out here we have a saying, wind is our weather. We focus a lot on wind, tides.
We also have to deal with a lot more than what other people does. Like you can see the standing water here. We're a lot susceptible to the weather now, being we're not as protected as we used to be.
Cameron Evans is also a native of Tangier and is devoted to protecting his home from Mother Nature's fury.
This jetty here to the west part, this was one of the original one that was implemented here.
We were losing 25 feet of shoreline a year on the west side, and they put a seawall in 1989 and then one a couple of years ago, but the one on the south side, since '89, we haven't lost 1 inch of shoreline, so it works.
Those jetties protect the west side of the island from storms and wind, but there's no protection on the east side.
You can see the open area out here, that's southeast, so any tropical system, you'll get wind in that direction. Nor'easter, this way where it's open, so we're starting to get a lot of damage to the businesses out here in the harbor.
See behind here, that's where the crab shanties, used to be 3 or 4 here, and they've all got tore down in hurricanes.
According to Eskridge, the island sits about 4 feet above sea level, and it doesn't take much to flood during a storm or unusually high tides.
Yeah, you have to adapt. You have kayaks.
For the bigger storms,
The guys will have to bring their crab traps in, their gear, so it doesn't get scattered by the storm, and get their boats in a safe harbor. Quite a few people will evacuate. I would say maybe about half.
Eskridge says they've lost about 2/3 of their land since 1850.
And when I talk about saving Tangier, I'm talking about not just saving a piece of land, a land area. I'm talking about saving the people, our culture, our way of life. We've been out here for hundreds of years, and we'd like to remain.